Hmm. This is a nice series. Where the freak am I going? How do I interact? Oh,
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you,
it doesn't.
and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house. Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it. My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
A little messed up, but okay.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half of the rooms.
I'm looking for a little taste to interact with.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
That's a pretty. It's pretty. Can't take the mail though.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Okay. No context for that. Can I run?
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
If I keep... Is there a run button? Should be. So if I follow this path...
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
If I keep following this path, do I just make it to the house? Ooh, a deer.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
So I'm gonna go to the woods real quick, because the fact is that I didn't think that that was a option. Thought it was listed somewhere else.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I mean, it's so beautiful. The nature behind it. And that's the pathway up. I see another pathway down there. But it's not gonna let me go through there, apparently. I'm looking for little secrets. Like little Easter eggs. While I'm in here. Because I think that'll be a good thing. So far I see nothing. So I'm just gonna keep it moving. Yeah, we got nothing here. So I'm just gonna keep it moving. No context for that? Not even for the creepy truck? Alright.
The house
What
was
is...
exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
I don't know. Was that something you was dreaming about? Because that seems out of the ordinary. I want context for that. What is this? Anything you can just tell me about that, I would love to know, please. I mean, it's 2 paths. I can just go upstairs, but just...
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get content from that. So... I'm gonna look around the house a bit. Because there is a front door here. Which I could probably use a key for. Or, I can go all the way around in the back, because that seems like there was an option there. I wish she could run. Oh, is that's where that's coming from? I was like, what is that sound?
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
That's cool. So that was definitely worth coming back here. Alright, enough going around.
I heard something moving around in the garage.
I'm glad I was able to fit in here.
Used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Is there any raccoons in here?
The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Let's get to the front of the house.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Can I go back outside? I still wanted, like, I didn't even try to open the door. You would think this is a scary game. Just from all the little jumps they got here. I'm gonna try to go through the thing again. Oh, no, that's it. Alright, I chose my path, I guess. They said they heard something in the garage and I don't see anything. So 2010 is probably where everyone left.
Instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Aw. There's a weird pot.
Only one restaurant would deliver to our house. We had Chinese a lot. After Louis started working at the cannery, we all got pretty sick of salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Maybe it's Molly. Need to. I hear something, but I don't know where it's coming from.
Edie told me once that every finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Ooh. But why did y'all glue it? Like, that's a...
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
A whirlwind? I'm gonna keep looking around the house. You know, start from the bottom, work my way up.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
I was like, please don't jump scare me.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Hmm.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
I believe it. It's a nice view. Of course, TV doesn't work. So many books. Dawn flinch. Wait, there's a book on the table that I can't interact with. Apparently they love to read. Ooh, what's this?
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
God dang it.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara,
Aww.
along with the rest of the house.
I like it. Oh, it turns off if you go to I wanted that to play like throughout the whole house.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Yo, that's scary.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Uh-huh. (1937 to 1947). I'm gonna go in this
I
room.
spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
I mean, would have been fast if this worked.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Yo, I'm done.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Okay, hold up. Before we go into that, there's another hallway here.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Wow, that's like some early ages over here.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Yeah, I mean, why would you want to be inside this? Ooh.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
That's tough. And this is gonna be one deep of a story.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
I like how his name is Odin.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Yeah, figures.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
That sucks. Little plug going upstairs.
Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
Alright, so we have no choice but to go that way. I don't want to move that. Alright.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Yeah, that's scary.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
Alright.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Oh, wait, what? Hold up. Did she make a little portrait of the house? Yeah, this little girl is smart. So yeah, 1947, that's the last time, December.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Yeah, that's agreeable.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's cool though, like, yo, that's some next level stuff. Alright. Well, let's learn about Molly. Hey, Molly.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Where's my gerbil? Is he in his small little thing?
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
But I'm hungry, Mom.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
See, that door is open, but you thought about it.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh, poor Christopher. Maybe I have like candy under the bed. All right, no, this is I don't have a choice.
I kept eating and eating.
Dude, toothpaste, really?
I ate a lot of things that night.
At least there's not anything else you can eat in this bathroom.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Huh.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Oh. Where do I jump from here? Okay. Can I jump back? They'll take you to your death.
Were all gone.
I mean, I wouldn't imagine. Alright, it's over there.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Ooh. This is nice. This is like pretty. Where's that bird? Yeah, there you are. Stand still.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Ooh. Pretty. These branches are an option to jump to, so why? Dude, this is like...
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
That was dark.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
This is like a little more interactive than I thought it would be.
Rabbits.
Like,
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Let's head back to the
A mama
field.
rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? What? That's not how that works. What? Wait. Wait. No. Hold up. You can't just be a shark and... Alright. You would have died by now, just because of the fact that you don't have any hair. Alright. This is where we're going.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
How do I go down? Oh. Oh.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Alright. Got some seals.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Oh, I used the tentacle to move. Alright. Can I move it upwards?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh, this is strangely cool.
I was big, and I moved real quiet.
Come here, you. No, 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 no. We'll see if there's any other things around here.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I don't know where I'm going with this. I want to explore like so much. It's not even words anymore. Like, you're too drunk. I'm eating you. The fact that you do not see me right here means you deserve to die. Hey, how's it going? Ready for some hentai?
At the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelt something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay, I was just curious. Let's see, was there an option to go back? This is cool. Wait a second. Wait a second. This isn't my room, is
I
it?
got closer and closer.
Am I gonna eat my hamster? Am I gonna eat Christopher? Christopher, your time has come. Oh, that's his person. I can't go up. I can't go up Christopher. Hey, Molly.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Oh. Oh? Molly has such a great imagination.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Huh?
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Alright, we're just gonna jump out the window.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
A lot of bird cages. Was these all the birds that died? That's a lizard. That was a snake. Dude.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
So she's a strong artist.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
That's cool.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
That makes sense.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace. There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
No, wait, don't. I
Sven
didn't.
gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Go back. Go back. We're skipping a whole thing. There's a chair in the bathroom. Alright.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Where did my dad go?
I don't know.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Huh.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
So that's Odin.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
We're not gonna. Oh yeah, because we don't have electricity. All right, moving on. Here we go. Ooh, chair. What is... Oh. Oh, we're in the boys' room. The one who wanted to be an astronaut and the one who wanted to be a soldier. I guess we're not much I could interact with here.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Hey, here's a tiny piece of paper.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, I gotta move. Okay.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Is he going to fly?
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
That's dark and sweet at the same time. Poor Calvin. At least he get his dream come true.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Talk about ghosts.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I have like this game's already given my like what my dream house I want it to be. I want my dream house like a bunch of secret weird passageways. That way my kids can like enjoy themselves. You know, find little
The
secrets.
passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
I'll leave that one open. Oh, that's where we begin.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
I mean, can you blame her?
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Is that a leftover cake? (1944 to 1960).
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale. inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Oh. No.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So
What?
Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also,
Oh.
I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes
What?
later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Oh, this is getting really dark.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Is that the bicycle?
She found Rick's clutch and imagined the worst.
Yeah, take that! And that! Ah! Center pocket, you fool! I just wanted to start hitting everything. This is the best thing they ever gave me. Bad washing machine. Bad wooden planks. Bad boxes.
The gang's leader is
Ooh,
the infamous
stop it.
Footman Killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
You want this? You want some of that? Yeah! Yeah, you don't want this! You don't want this! Where are we going with this?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
He put on his jacket and left out. He put on his jacket and left out.
Rick?
Can you pick up more soap while you're
Relax.
outside?
I was just trying to scare you
We're out of
to
soap.
help you
This
find
soap.
your scream.
Well, I'm
Oh.
not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She
Damn.
threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
Oh.
Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Trying to beat up more people. Yeah, take that. And that. Ain't nothing safe from my powerful clutch. They're not here. They went out for a bit. Take that. You're out of time. See these pictures? Forget it. These books, well, okay. The one time when I want for graphics to work the way I want them to. You think you're a scary skeleton? You don't know who's scary when you make this clutch. Where am I going? Upstairs? Ah! That's right! Why is this blocked off? Can't knock it out of the way. Is that mine? Are you in here?
Walter, are you there?
Walter.
Walter
Please.
had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Look, sir, you're not gonna get me. Get your these hands.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Yeah, it's called kicking his ass. Let's go. Hey everybody. Sorry, I finally got chat open up. Ah, secret passageway. Let's go. Look at that butt. Alright. Where are we? Oh yeah, this is Molly's room. Alright, so while he's still get there, I guess I'll go through the bathroom? No? Maybe... I need a new weapon, just give me that.
About abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Is he under the bed?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Okay, guess what, buddy? Yeah, fuck you!
He wasn't moving, but she sensed
You've
the
been
story might
hooked.
not be over yet.
I know these are like really terrible lines, but bear with me. Wait, what? What?
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
I got a clutch. I'm not afraid to use it. Don't you tempt me? You see this? You see these skills? You don't want this.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
What? Barbara, turn around. Turn around.
Oh dear.
The monsters coming to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
What?
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Wow.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
And they said my jokes was corny. There's an ear behind it. That's dark.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
I heard a door open. I mean, it seems like a closed-off area, but at least I got a hint for where to go next. So, there's a key in the music box.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
To the music box! Oh, okay, that was weird. Yeah, there it is. And keep turning. Alright, awesome. Now I finally get to see what's in here. I really love that music. I want that as like a ringtone or something. Cause that's a great music box sound. Oh, this is where you like saw his hand.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Oh. Oh. I guess that's what she meant. Because there was a lot of dangerous tools.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
This man was like home improvement.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Whoa.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh? Doomsday ready? This man was ready for the zombie apocalypse. I wish I had a flashlight. Never mind.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Yo, let's do... Yeah, he wants some Alvin hoes. Peep soup.
If there's a pattern in all these stories...
A lot of peanut butter. What is that? Jelly Farms. Jelly Farms. I want some Alvin hoes. Those sounds delicious. Tasty beans. Dude, he was war ready. What is this, more Alvaro? Sweetie Crispies. Alright.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Yeah, that would definitely do it. Yo, like he could literally live down here. Is that a train? There's a train. Okay, before I look at that, wow, that's a Okay, so I guess that's where the next go. I'm gonna read about Walter.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Oh.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
It's like kind of peaches.
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
1937.
You get used to anything.
Every time. What is that? That's a Sunday? But I can't see the numbers. 6, 5. So this is the 4th day?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just
2005? Dude!
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
You want to die that badly?
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
I don't think this is a good idea. I think you should keep that routine up for like another year or two. I mean, do a solid, man. Alvinos. Let's see these books. Evil Unleashed. Exorcism. Weaponry? Is that ketchup?
I know it's out there somewhere.
Like, this dude was really scared about this thing, whatever it was.
Whatever killed Barbara
Barbara?
and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
You're about...
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Wait, hold up. I came from right there. Can I go further back? No, I can't even see a thing. Yeah, we're going this way. I wish there was a run cycle. I don't know why you're like carefully walking out of a tunnel. I would have been hauling ass.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh shoot! So he got hit by a train.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
I guess that will explain the shaking. He was built next to a train station this whole time.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
From going insane. Okay, I was about to say, are we not climbing down? Like,
Maybe she was afraid.
No, keep going.
Walter.
Stop. Why do I have to press? Why do I have to move forward to go down?
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Brown rice.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2. I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself.
I mean, that's fair. Find the truth in the... I'm gonna stay against the wall. Just in case if there's any train going by.
Themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh, wow. What is that over there? No, seriously, what is that over there? I want to go over there. That seems like something that normal.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
You should be. Someone needs to know.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
No.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Is that the old house that like crashed and got struck up by the water? Wind, water, whirlwind, tornado, words. Tsunami? I don't know what got hit.
I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Terrible crash with the wave. There, that's what I was trying to go at.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
I felt like there was something here. That's why I came over here. This is still my dream house. I don't care if it was cursed. This house, I would gladly build. There's a house full of puzzles. How's every change in like a Rubik's Cube?
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
Madness is correct.
It seems possible.
Oh, there's a little astronaut who flew off into who knows where. I guess that's the boiler, so I have to go this way. What if I look for the other side? Nothing? No effort? No interaction? Alright, that's fair.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
I mean, that's fair.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
A person who knows that he's about to die. I mean, granted, I would do the same
for me
thing.
To admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Wow, that's a lot of dead animals. Alright, let's start with the names. Shadow, Christopher. So I guess Shadow's the cat. Christopher was the fish. Bob is a dog.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr. Oh god, no. Not Derpy Jr. What is that? Is that a German name? Swatsky? Swatsy? Bailey? I don't even know what that animal was. Lucy? Daisy? Charlie? Tucker? Coco? Zoe? Huh. What
Sven
is
built
it?
the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
I mean, this is very artistic. Molly Flinch, the animal changer. Calvin Flinch, the astronaut. Stephen Flinch, the survivor. Eddie Flinch. I don't really know anything about Eddie. Walter Flinch. No, okay, Walter Flinch was the survivor. Stephen Flinch was the home improvement. Barbara Flinch. Yeah, that's about right. The star. That's nice. I mean,
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
I mean, in fairness, if you think about it. Oh, and he's looking at. Okay, that's cool.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Huh. Okay, in fairness, I want to note this. Even though making the cemetery is really creepy, I think it's very sweet that you had the nerves to prepare ahead and design each cemetery.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Each cemetery in the right place.
I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Sam Flinch, Gus Flinch, and Gregory Flinch. Oh, my little brother's in here. Oh, that's scary. Milton Flinch? I guess he was an artist?
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Louis Flinch? Sanji Sanjay Kumar. That's a little different from all the Flinch names. I guess that was like her husband? Wait, there's something to interact here.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Yeah, because there's no death rate. It's just born 1992. Rough.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along.
For you to find the
back
truth?
someday and find everything out for myself.
So now where are we going? This game is so beautiful! In a dark, twisted way.
But looking back on it now,
I appreciate it.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Thank you. I don't want to call myself the best. I'm pretty sure there's better people. I think first impressions are like important when it comes to playing games for the first time instead of recording it over. Where am I going? Okay.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Propane accessories. I sell propane and propane accessories.
They were both pretty intense.
Ooh.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
I mean, theory says if you take pictures, you can trap your soul. Would you like to trap your soul? Oh. Oh,
Dawn,
whoa, okay,
I
that's a
promise,
twist.
You'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm?
Perfect.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything? It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Wait, what am I taking pictures of? Ah.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
I don't know what I'm taking a picture of.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside.
Can I donate?
I'm just saying. I'm not always gonna be
I'm
here.
not really a
You'll need to
donation
remember this
person
stuff
yet.
if you want to survive.
I mean, I'll gladly
You know who else thought he
appreciate,
was gonna be fine?
but I have nothing to set that up yet. Maybe next
Dawn,
time.
I'm
Maybe
being
next
serious.
time.
I know, Dad. You're always serious.
I think you
Doesn't
should
being
save your
out here
money.
make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Well, oh. Papa!
Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Yeah.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
I'll take a lot of pictures.
We found an old logging trail with deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
Oh.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
No, you don't.
You don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don.
Aww. Dude, this is not. I do not want to take a picture of this.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always
Like,
remember
she's
that,
crying.
okay?
Dude, I don't want. No. No. She didn't want to kill a deer, man.
Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Alright. Okay, right up there.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
There goes Papa. You deserve that.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish.
You know what's better than a donation? If y'all subscribe and hit the notification button. Gives me motivation to keep going. I do this for y'all. There's a little secret passageway, but I want to see if there's more in here.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
And light tickets up. It's getting pretty late. Might as well try to search the rest of the house. So many secrets. This is I'm still in nostalgia because this is exactly probably the closest resemblance of what I want my house to be like. It's a bunch of secret passageways leading to different rooms.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Can I interact with that? I want to know what it does. Flinch control. Oh? Divorce?
Dear Kay.
She's they went out for a bit. They'll be back soon.
Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Alright.
That's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
Alright.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Try to catch these ducks, apparently. I am failing.
What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it saw. It sure made him happy.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I'm just terrorizing everything.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about the baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Like the ones you're looking at, Ellie?
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night. I wish you could have told us about the world we saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory.
Oh, what? I'm a frog now.
Everything.
I don't know how to control this. Oh.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Oh no.
I'm sure he's happy.
Oh no.
Be happy too. Good luck,
That's
Kay.
dark.
Love, Sam.
Yeah? I want you. I want you. Downstairs. I want you. Are you downstairs or upstairs?
Poor Gregory. Dawn.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Oh, it's Gus.
A poem for Gus.
Hmm?
Always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Okay, so you want me to pour it? Alright, guys, give me a minute.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard. Before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Alright, sorry about that. Start. I can't read it.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
This is actually pretty fun. This is actually pretty fun. I never flew a kite before, believe it or not.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
don't know what I'm supposed to be hitting now. I'm looking. Oh, there it is.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Haha. Fuck you, Dad.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Terrible. Oh, there it is. Oh. Not.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Something touched my arm. I don't know what it was.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Try to fly to this direction. See if I can hit the house. I don't know what I'm gathering. Oh! Oh?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day.
Aww.
Out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't.
Oh, you're dead.
Until we found you.
Die for probably suffocation. Poor Gus.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
I mean, that kid was a badass. Let's be honest. And that's another thing. Say, yeah, that door's sealed. Duties. Dawn. Sweep, trash. Gus, mop. Mow lawn. Greg, be a baby. You know what? That's fair. 100 jump ropes. 100 jump jacks. 100 push-ups. There's no way he's been doing it. Run to the mailbox and back. It's probably Dawn. I want to believe that's Dawn who did that. Dawn seemed like the exercise
dog.
dog.
The loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Yeah, I bet it's tiring.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
That's fair.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, okay, that explains the difference. I was like, there's someone different here. That's not a flinch.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Yeah, we can't go down.
When my
Guess
dad
we're going
died,
up.
I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Dawn.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Louis. Milton. Oh God, Milton.
And to see
What?
kids in the house again.
Oh no, I thought it was a piece of trash, but now that I see it, that's pretty cool. Go Milton. What's this say? Mint, sage, hazel. Huh.
The
Alright.
house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Aw. The name of the Fletch family. Our family history. Could this open? No?
But it didn't last.
That is a great view, though. Odin Flinch, the curse. Wish I could read more out of that. Observe, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. Aw. That picture almost don't seem real. But, alright. What's this? Oh, more holy stuff. Ends in disaster. Oh. Did her boyfriend die before?
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
So he was the artist type. Hi, DC. Can we get in here? Oh, what? He painted the door, but it's the opposite of the other door. Would this go down? No, this will go up. Yo, he's such the little artist. Yo, I think this is probably my most favorite flinch. I haven't even read his story. I'm already excited. No, unfortunately. Horror games are at night.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Ooh. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. He disappeared in his own painting.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
He seems such a cool person. Oh, ha, ha, ha. So, Milton painted that
Mom spent
door
months searching
downstairs.
for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
So he painted this door and then walked. Yo, there's the footprints too. What if he actually did
Whatever
like
Milton had
fell
found
into
in
his
the
painting?
house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Where do we go from here? Oh, the stairs here. Oh, it goes higher. Alright.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
I want to go more up the stairs, but... Lewis.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
I wonder why.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
It's all about that weed, bruh. You can't get rid of that THC. He stopped messing around.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Literally and metaphorically. Oh yeah, he seemed like the big gamer. Like this dude had a double monitor. He was ready. What's this? Oh.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
And toss. And toss.
He kept working at the cannery.
And toss.
But he withdrew.
Why does it feel like a horror game? It sometimes does, don't get me wrong. I felt like there was jump scares here and there.
His
or
mind
like there would be.
to wander.
Uh-oh. Can I attack?
I asked him to describe it.
I gotta do both at the same time,
He said
okay.
he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats.
Bats?
And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
Oh?
I had hoped he'd find himself.
This is actually getting a little difficult. My ADHD is going crazy.
More. I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery.
Wait, can I just put it on the side here? No, I don't have a choice. God did.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
A whole new you.
So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
A dog.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
Oh?
Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Ooh, that's cool.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him.
What it struck?
All the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished.
So what was he trying to do?
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
Oh, alright.
It became a game for him.
I'm probably gonna need your help here.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
New Louisville.
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Okay, first of all, that place already exists.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
That takes skill.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a...
Wait, okay, guys, where are we going with this? Are we going Beautiful Prince or Queen? Please hurry, because I don't think I can stop it. I'm just gonna let the Tides of Fate choose for me.
Handsome queen. Beautiful prince.
No, wait, wait, wait! Turn around! Turn around! Come on! Okay, we're going Queen. Is this not weird?
The prince was on his own quest for...
Alright, another question. Got Surf It, Radiant Rainbow. I'm concerned with the Radiant Rainbow here. Surf It.
Sinister serpents.
You can't change your mind in the middle of it. You bum.
He followed the sound of his...
Okay, so I'm gonna defeat that thing real quick. We got electric guitar, silver heart. You're running out of time. The silver heart? I can't tell if you're going by the first one or the last one. I missed, by the way. I guess we're going silver heart.
Silver harp.
No, I missed one. Go back!
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Okay, there's too many fishes. I regret
He
it.
was so proud of having created it.
Is that what I look like? I guess that's what I look like.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
An emperor. Where's my genie?
Someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Oh?
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
I'll punch you. Seems like a handsome dude. A lot of blood. Anything to interact with?
Began to forget the world we know.
Is that a... I'm not good... Is that a DSi? No, it's a DS. DS2?
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Thought I would go over there. Lewis, I think you're missing. You're not picking up any fish, Lewis. I don't even think you're no longer there, Lewis. Lewis, are you okay? Buddy? Pal? You know, just
I still thought I could
keep
save
the
him.
good work. Keep it up.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Joe, Chrissy, Jennifer, Gregory, Odin. What's up, Odin? Hey, Loki. How's the kids?
Including the wise
Donovan.
Calico who'd insisted on
You
inviting
look younger than ever. Keep it up, buddy. Yo, Joseph. You lost a lot of weight, buddy. But don't be sad. Make a little face. Give me a smile.
His prince waited, holding his crown.
Wait, you say his prince or princess?
There was only one thing left to do.
What would that be? Okay, first of all, hold up. This was all sweet until I saw that. That's not right.
Bend down his head.
Yeah, I really don't think I should. I'm gonna die, aren't I? You're an ugly princess.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
That's rough.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
I want to meet him too. We would have been smoking together. Don't do drugs, kids.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing.
Why?
She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we stayed. But I understand why we left.
Still a can of beans, but unfortunately, I do not see some albinos.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Oh?
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
I feel like I should go back because there was a pair of stairs. Wait. Am I Edith? Oh no!
Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Am I Edith? Where am I going?
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
The thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Oh?
That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
Alright. Don't know if that's a good thing.
But I never thought I'd go back to it. when the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh? I'm pretty sure if we just keep going straight.
I got turned around. For a while, I wandered.
But for how long?
I started seeing things.
Dear?
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Oh.
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Mama!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
No! Wait. I want to know what happened.
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Grandma!
The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Yeah, this is something I would do.
Make the best of it.
Oop.
A few years went by. Mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Mama?
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
Oh.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh. Oh.
This journal was supposed to be for you.
Oh. I wasn't ready for this image in my head.
I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
What? No, go back. I'm not killing my own mom. God damn, she died by birth?
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. I feel like I missed a person. I missed a family member. For Shirley Dallas. I knew it. I was like, I felt like I missed one. Oh my god. This was an experience. This is all the baby pictures of the developers. I think this was impactful. It brought me to a sense of understanding. Each person died the way they wanted to die, in a way. A curse that was an inevitable fate. But they enjoyed their lives to the fullest before it actually happened. The only one who probably didn't is probably Walter. Because he was scared of it. Instead of living his life, he feared himself. And trapped himself inside. But even so, this opened a story for a family who started with nothing and grew to have this wondrous adventure of... I can't even put my words against it, but this is great. I think I'm glad that I actually took the time to play this game. I wish I went up that one set of stairs though, because I felt like it led somewhere else, like I missed a family member. I don't know, if it gives me the options to like go back for a bit, I would definitely do so. It is. It really is sad. But it goes on. What if this place was like a real place? Like, say if somewhere in the world there was actually a house like this. It was just like these people was actually real people. How big did that grave grow? How big did that house grew? Did it get torn down? Did it still up? This couldn't start with nothing. This had to be like stories from all the developers, all the people who created this game. Probably each story about someone who cared about in their lives that died a certain way. And if that is the case, I'm actually great players. Oh, there's my Alvinos! Ah, that's what we call a happy ending. The Edith Finch team. So it was right. It was real people. This was a real people. I feel like I missed one. I don't want to replay a story. I want to go back because I feel like I missed one. I really do. But there's no way. There's no way to go back. Because replaying the story will just make you go... What? What? That's weird. Sanjay with Dawn led into Edith. But if I replay it, isn't that the story with the... Okay, I'm gonna replay it and see for a little bit. Because that's weird. That's a little thing there that's what's doing it. If it's what I think it is, I'll go back to the menu. Okay, so there's Edith.
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
So I'm gonna try to make my way back. Because there was something... So I'm Edith. Wait, but am I Dawn? Oh, now I'm confused. Am I Dawn or Edith? No, because Edith was the grandmother, right? No. God, it hurts my brain, but I really want to know. Wait, is that the stairs I was trying to say that I think I missed? It is. Okay, so I didn't miss anything. This is actually... So I did it right, and then I tell the story of Edith. Wow. So, God damn it. So would this bring me to where she's in the forest? Also, thanks for the new subscriber, Hatebreed. Yeah, it just all led me here. Look, she even had the little minions that... The ship, the little minions in his story. Why did you know that? Why did you know what it looked like? I can't. This is too much. Guess she really loved origami. Oh, this is so great. Alright, I think we'll cut this off here. I will be recording other games today. This is just one of many. We might have another Smite video ready for you in a little bit. I do have to finish a horror game tonight, and it will be the last episode of that horror game. But only more to come. This is the Renegade, signing off. Hit the like, subscribe, and notification button. And let the family of the revolution live on. Happy Mother's Day.